Dome Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news in the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, this is something that we don't want to talk about much, but we have to. And, you guys know that I have a problem with certain things like this anyway. We have a former welterweight champion, a good one, named Carlos Baldomir. Baldomir. And this guy is a rough guy, right? Rough guy. He's retired in 2004, had a pretty good record, 49 or 15 or something like that. But what he's noted for is his rough style and the fact that he had about a 21 match win streak from say 2005 to 2008 or something like that. So much so after he had beat an informed Zab Judah. You talking about you beat Zab Judah in 2006. That'll tell you that's 13 years ago. You beat that Zab Judah, then you beaten a Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? Only with Floyd or Costa Jew or something like that beat him. This is a good Zab Judah. He beat Zab Judah and followed that up with an Arturo Gatti win. And after winning 21 matches in a row, that's when Floyd Mayweather fought him and beat him. Matter of fact, I don't even know if Floyd Mayweather was really the favorite, probably a slight favorite in that fight. Carlos Baldomir brings the heat, period. We know that. Well, the man has been in trouble. I've been hearing about it, but he's been sentenced for 18 years in prison. And that's because he repeatedly abused sexually his 8-year-old, and she was 7 and 8 at the time. And repeatedly means you did it a lot. 18 years in prison means that you're guilty, you did it. His ex-wife told on him, and it is what it is. And that, you guys know how I am and things like that. Now, a lot of people, we wonder, man, shoot, what's up with the microphone and why is he recording like that? Because when I started, right, when I first started, I'm in this to talk about sport, right, basically, and injustices in sport. And, sorry, AM, you got to hear it again, but I got to explain it to him. I had only about 10,000 views. Only did a couple of videos, 10,000 views. YouTube took 5,000 because I was talking about the systematic sexual abuse in British football. You had 500 cases of child molestation from the Premier League down to the lowest leagues. And I was talking about that, making sure people knew, because 500 cases means every damn body. It's a huge problem. And I was docked 5,000, half of my views, right at the beginning. So that made me know then I don't really got too much to do with these kind of people that would be upset at someone trying to bring a message of something like that. You talk about 500 cases of little boys being sexually assaulted in British football. 500. I didn't say 50. I didn't say 500 cases. That is way too many. That's alarming. And for them to dock me for saying something about that, I don't know what. They never even said why. Now, me living in this time that we're living in, it's like all you got to do is read Revelations and know what's up and know what's going on with Sodom and Gomorrah and kind of know where we're going right now, right? If you read Revelations, know about Sodom and Gomorrah, you'll probably think, well, what were they upset about? Maybe because I said that 500 boys with their first experience with sex is sodomy. Maybe you're not supposed to say that nowadays, but that's what the hell it is. I don't know what they're going to dock me for saying that. I'd have to explain that to some people. So I'm not investing in doing nothing extra for some people who have a problem with me saying that kids have been molested. 500 cases in British football. Now, I got that from normal mainstream news. So what are you upset about me doing that? So when someone is upset enough to dock a man half of his views when he just started, they're trying to tell me, don't be talking about the truth. Every one of my favorite uploaders, if it's about boxing or anything, if they're telling the truth, they will start having problems with YouTube. Hey, we're shutting them down. He said this, he says that. Now some, will use a lot of profanity and stuff like that. But I don't know. As long as you say it's, parental guidance suggested here, then I don't see what the problem with that is. But people that are telling the truth seem to have problems, just like in society. So that lets me know my antenna's up. Right, so I don't want to go live or whatever, and that's why I'm, if a certain amount of subscribers are there, whatever, then I might go and step up my game. But my bottom line, people come here, they know I'm gonna get the truth from this dude on the underground, right? Because if the bottom line is I'm gonna keep telling the truth, so I know my integrity is too big to be trying to do something and stop talking about what the truth is. That's what I'm in here for. That's why I take my time and I ain't getting paid for it. You understand? So to do that, it has to be a whole lot of integrity. Now I won't be asking people, never. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. You don't hear that here. But what I will tell you is get my book. It's about domestic violence. We have things about that with sexual abuse about kids in there. It's called Slapped. It's on Amazon and Apple. Right? We're talking about it. Read something like this. It would prevent you from doing things like that in the future. And probably tell a friend. That's what I will say. Slap, baby. Sisters' lives are prematurely put in danger. And that little 8-year old girl, that's a sister. You understand? So it will happen. And it happens in all types of society. Here's a boxer molesting his child. Everybody in the White House got domestic violence issues. Dude about to be the national security advisor, the security defense, secretary of defense. All of them couldn't be because they have domestic violence issues. I'm talking about to the point where they tell their wives, you might come up missing, right? So there's people that made it all the way to the White House, people that are boxers, people that are broke, people that are rich, people that are whatever. That means everybody can have a problem with that. So that's why I always will mention the book Slap, because it's there for prevention. Now, Carlos Baldomir, you're done. Basically, 18 years. He's probably an older guy now, and you don't be, molesting your daughter repeatedly like that. Ever, but repeatedly is a problem. I would like to get on his ex-wife, but I don't know too many details. Bottom line is, that's the deal. Carlos Baldomir is going to jail. He's a good fighter. I was rate him as a very good fighter, very tough fighter. But when you have a problem like that, you're supposed to go to jail. Simple as that, guys. So one more time, go pick it up. Slap, baby. Things like that will stop. Period. Or we can at least do something to help people that have a problem with this. Probably yourself. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. Carlos Baldomir's gone for 18 years. I don't like it, but it is what it is. When you do something like that repeatedly, then you have to pay. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.